everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that could have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And we are underway from the City Beautiful. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards on the game's opening play. First down, here's Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball. But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On third down, Cousins. The screen pass here to Cohen. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's fourth.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
Set, putt. 15 on it. 15 on it. Yeah, that's what I do.
6 times he went over 1,000 yards. Here's Clinton Portis. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Second down, Murray sets to throw. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. He was looking that time for Stills. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a third down and 6 to go. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. out of the gun. Cousins. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Brandon Graham applying the heat off the edge.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. So no problems at all on that one. And you know there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. That's complete to his running back, Portis. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. Here's Portis. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That's a jet sweep, the football to Woods. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And he finds Stills, complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On the toss, this is Clinton Portis. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football.
Like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can handle.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Jesse Tuggle, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Clinton Portis, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Pass, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Clinton Portis, 44 yards. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Shotgun now from Murray. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Cousins now. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down. Cousins now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Throwing, Cousins gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. To the air again, it's Cousins. He'll find his tight end, that's Waller. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Here's Cousins. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Cousins again. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
First down, a run with Cohen. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Cousins on the keeper. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on fourth and goal from the 1.
Run you over. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
And he'll run for it with Miller. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. Miller kept out of the end zone on fourth and goal. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. They'll run it here with Portis. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1.
Watch the pass. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
On second down, it's Coleman. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. A final shot before half from Murray. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest, as we'll send you across town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach in our EA Sports Halftime Report. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Charger drive about to get going.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a draw play. It's Portis. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Throwing now is Murray. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 32-yard line. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. They'll run on third down with Portis. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Murray sets to throw on 4th. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first. Running right, Portis. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A run with Portis, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Now a carry for Portis. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. Coverage that time by Bobby McCain.
I remember being taught that cliches have become so for a reason. A lot of times they're true, right? What's that they used to tell us about letting sleeping dogs lie? But this one wasn't sleeping. Maybe it was just slumbering a little bit. But taking that gamble there, you got the lead. You may have ignited them now if they stopped you.
That's exactly right. If you take the points here, he's got a man complete. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Terry McLaurin, 95 yards, as his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got the lead by 3, late stages of the game. What's the message here? Just hang on to the football? Is it that simple?
That's exactly right, because ball security is paramount. And you got a small cushion. A field goal can tie you, but you don't even think that way. Just take care of the ball, close out the game.
Will they close it out? We're about to find out. They hand it off to Portis. Well, a pretty move couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. So here we go, Charles, third down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And they, in fact, will throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. He'll look to throw. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
He's back to throw, and he completes it to Cohen. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
It's going to be a long day.
They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken about the 12. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Trying to get it that time to Stills, and that'll bring up second down.
Set, hut, 64, read.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right.
On second down, here's Murray. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Throwing is Murray on third down. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jesse Tungle, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. We know there's already a spotlight on this rookie quarterback, an even bigger spotlight here in overtime of this game, a costly pick.
No doubt about that, but here's the key. Game's not over. He may very well get another shot at this thing, so now he's got to go to the sideline, hope his defense picks him up, and be ready to go back out there and maybe make a similar throw, hopefully successfully the next time.
14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
At the Chargers' 25-yard line.
Check. Two. Check the hot read. Check 3.
48, X3, 218, chop.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. And 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with third and about 6 yards to go. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. They try again with Cohen. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Watch twist.
Twinker Omaha.
Check.
25, check 25. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet.
Here's a give to Miller. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Here's Miller. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. Good night, everybody.